We should talk, my friend. While the Golden Knight recovers, we must make preparations for breaching the Daedric barrier. Since I can't remember where that particular pathway goes, we'll have to be ready. My memories return slowly, a little at a time. While you searched for the Knight, a memory came back to me. A woman's voice, barely a whisper. Beautiful, but I suspect that the language is ancient. It may actually predate the languages of Tamriel. I feel that the memory is connected to the barrier. I hoped you'd say that. I sent Oriandra to my study to review my memory and see if she could translate the ancient words. I even suggested a scholar she could contact, an expert in ancient languages and obscure dialects. Go, check on her progress. No, I just feel that the words contain the key to where I hid the heart of transparent law. I do know the language is not native to Tamriel, or to anywhere on Nirn for that. Forte, the Grand Maestro of the House of Reveries. We've shared research in the past, and he thinks the language could be related to tablets he once studied in Ebon Stadmont. Now go and see if Oriandra...
Not derived from Ayleid, though I see a possible correlation to Daedric linguistic patterns. Who's... Oh, don't you know not to interrupt a sage when she's deep in concentration? I suppose the Right Master sent you to see how my research was coming along. I've listened to his memory over and over, and I examined every relevant tome I could find. Not yet. The Master of the House of Reveries sent me his work. It relates to a similar language seen in the ruins of Ebon Stadmont, but I only understand a little of it. I wish Lathan was still one of us. He was our language expert. Ancient languages and battle magic, to name just a few. Lathan betrayed us, and I don't trust him, but I've reached a dead end. We need help, and he's the best option. I'll let the Right Master know what I proposed. He may not like it, but he's always telling us to utilize every available resource. I think this qualifies. You'll find...
Interesting. You weren't this attentive when our daughter actually needed you?
Lathan, I need to go check on the Knight anyway.
Val, wait! Damn it. By the spinner's holy webs, when did I become an insufferable arse? Valcerin didn't deserve that. Ildaway was her daughter too. Why am I talking? Is this some new attempt at interrogation? If so, I'm not familiar with the technique. Very well, I'll play along. Yes, I am a master linguist, specialized. Intriguing. I've never seen this dialect before. I can translate it, but I need more to work with. I need to examine the original tablets found at Ebon Stadmont. That will never happen, of course. According to those notes, the writing is carved into a massive stone. I doubt you'd be able to carry it back here. All right, you've piqued my interest. Use this rune when you reach Ebon Stadmont, and I'll be able to see nothing nefarious, if that's what you're asking. Just enter the forest, find the obscure language, and use the rune. According to the scribblings of this Grand Maestro Forte, Spinner's web, that's a pompous title. The forest is a maze filled with all kinds of beasts and Daedra. I don't see how that's relevant to our interactions. Not in the least. Still, my words were spiteful, meant to hurt her. There was no need for me to open old wounds. You and Ichesis, always sticking your noses into places they don't belong. I suppose I can appreciate that, but kindness won't help you in the coming war. Hate, I'm not sure what emotions I feel right now. But when my daughter was dying, when she was crying for her mother's comfort, Val wasn't there. She was buried in her work, too busy or too frightened. The rune is working perfectly. It's almost as if I'm standing right next to you. I can feel the powerful magic that permeates this place. I sense a Daedric influence, but the Maestro's notes said the ancient words were etched into a massive stone. I expect you'll need to travel deeper into the forest to find the exact location. I can't translate the words the Right Master heard. I'm not your tour guide. Just pick a direction and start walking. Wait a moment. The Maestro's notes. There was a pass. Refer to the book and use the rune again when you locate the ancient writing.
Wherever could that blasted mercenary be?
I guess this is a fight now. The last of them? Oh, thank feck.
Have you found the inscription? Not yet, but the inscription is nearby. I sense something else, though. Nocturnal's presence.
Really don't like your odds. Kill them to run away. Well, no, I guess you can. Maybe they should try that. Watching. Easy! Let your magicka recover!
Ancient inscription. You found it. Something isn't right. I feel... our connection breaking up. It's Nocturnal's Earl...
Now that Lathan's gone, we can talk freely. These words of power, they aren't meant for mortal eyes. As an Earl in the Court of Bedlam, believe me when I say that Lathan isn't being totally honest with you. I wish to maintain the balance of power among the Daedric Triad. If Lathan translates this language and passes the secret on to his mistress, Mephala, she'll gain an advantage that could threaten my prince, Nocturnal. Speculate all you want. I'm here to present you with a gift. Nocturnal wants me to provide you with the meaning of the ancient words. It's in all our best interests for the phrase the right master remembers. The one that repeats itself over and over. It's a spell to retrieve something hidden. When the time is right, he just needs to repeat the phrase and the heart... My mistress doesn't explain herself to me, and she certainly won't explain herself to you. I assume, though, since the heart was hidden by the Artaeum is only as isolated as it allows itself to be. First, the Abyssal Pearl allowed the Sea Slode and Mephala to invade the Sidgic Island. Then you took Lathan, an Earl in the Court of Bedlam, prisoner. Our princes plan to do away with the laws imposed by other powers. They want to remake Nirn, reshape it to better suit their every inclination. Of course, to do this, all obstacles must be cast aside. The court isn't evil. We wouldn't be a part of something that didn't add to the greater good. When our princes are done, war and sickness will be eradicated. There will be true peace and godhood for the court, as befits beings of our stature. I am a dark elf, a child of Morrowind who lost her way. Anger and despair almost overwhelmed me, until Nocturnal reached out to comfort me. The Night Mistress filled me with new purpose, and gave me something... While it's true that the court consists primarily of High Elves, who believe their birthright is the key to godhood, I am not so naive. Nocturnal selected me as her Earl. She taught me that loyalty is the path to ascension, and my loyalty is strong. Our princes plan to do away with the laws imposed. Tell the Right Master, it's a spell of retrieval.
Finally, I've re-established my connection to the rune. Tell me what Nocturnal's Earl said to you. I can't believe Nocturnal's Earl interfered like that. We're supposed to be allies. Why would she want to stop me from... A spell. Interesting. And somehow connected to the Right Master's forgotten hiding place. I wonder why Nocturnal decided to share this information. She isn't usually the most forthcoming of the courses. Right. I told them to interrupt my research before I could unravel an ancient and powerful language. Look, you should come back to Kapora Tower now. The Right Master wants to hear everything. I just wish I could have spent a few moments studying that inscription.
Oriandra, you should have consulted me beforehand.
She saw an opportunity and she took it, Ichesis.
Silence, Lathan. Need I put you in chains to remind you of your status here?
I'm sorry, Right Master. We should have asked permission. It won't happen again.
This escapade of yours could have been disastrous. What were you and Oriandra thinking, trusting Lathan to help us translate the ancient language? Now nothing you discovered can be trusted. We're back to square one. I observed what I could through Lathan's connection, but it seems to me that the Court of Bedlam is just trying to confuse us. What do you think? Should we trust Nocturnal's Earl or not? Then we're no better off than we were. Except now we have the Golden Knight. Let's proceed and hope for the best. Perhaps I'll remember more. No matter whether Nocturnal's Earl spoke truth or lies, we need to recover the heart of transparent law. I'm sure I hid it somewhere beyond the Daedric barrier. Was there anything else before you go and check on Darien?
Your wounds, they're just gone.
I've always healed fast, Val. I can call you Val, right? Give me a moment. I'd like to chat with our friend.
Of course. Then go to the Dreaming Cave. The Rite Master's ready to begin.
I wanted to thank you again for getting me out of Mephalah's realm. Wasn't anything like I originally imagined. Oh, and I wanted to let you know that I was able to repair the Dawnbreaker. No thanks to the Psijic healers. I thought they were gonna slice me open to try to figure out what makes me... well, me. I'm glad you stopped by, though. I wanted to talk to you. In private. This might sound like a strange question. In fact, depending on how you answer it, it is a strange question. Do you remember me? I'm not talking about here in Summerset. I mean, from someplace else. You don't remember me? I was afraid of that. Meridia told me that time worked differently in Oblivion, but I didn't believe her. What's happened to me hasn't happened to you yet. That doesn't matter now. What matters is I found you. Meridia told me about the triad of Daedric princes, and she told me about you. Even sent me to help you defeat them. Of course, she conveniently forgot to tell me how to do that, and she stopped responding to my requests. Not everyone gets a choice about the battles they fight. My prince... she's all right, but she's not big on free will. I wanted you to know that you aren't beholden to a high... Fixing the Dawnbreaker was surprisingly easy, by the way, especially considering that I had never repaired a Daedric artifact before. Questions? Not like a test or anything, though, right? Tests give me a rash. But sure, yeah, what would you like to know?
We're as prepared as we can be without knowing exactly where this pathway leads. I've even set wards that will help protect me from the Daedric princes. Remember, though, our primary goal is to recover the Heart of Transparent Law. The Golden Knight must wield the reforged Dawnbreaker to breach the barrier. Then we simply step through the portal and see where it takes us. Sir Darian, deal with this barrier, if you please.
My pleasure.
The way is open. Let's go. I'll be all right, Valcerin. Manipulating the Dreaming Cave always exhausts me.
We'll take it slow.
I expected the pathway to lead to some obscure corner of Oblivion, but this is Nocturnal's realm. I wish I could remember. The heart is here. I'm positive. Now that I think about it, this location has a familiar feel. Take Darian and scout the path ahead. Look for any signs that might indicate where I hid the heart. Valcerin will assist me, and we'll follow behind you. As much. Be prepared for anything. This is Nocturnal's realm, after all.
Nocturnal's minions aren't exactly modest, are they? Not that I'm complained.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homagers.
This one walks the path once more. But where is the pretty crystal he carried last time?
Did that bird just talk? You heard that, right?
Pay the crows no mind. They're nothing but an annoyance. The crows serve as Nocturnal's eyes. She watches us through these annoying little creatures. There's nothing to do about it except to keep moving forward until we find the hiding place. I remember carrying the heart of transparent law along this path and up toward the mountain above. I remember Nocturnal's creatures moved aside to let me pass. Obviously, they aren't as accommodating. I don't see any alternative, do you?
Remind me to wear lighter armor next time we have to climb a mountain.
They're coming for us. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
What nonsense is this?
He doesn't remember! So desperate he was, he leaped at our mistress's offer!
Speak plainly, crows. Come back here.
Ichesis, calm down.
The crows.
Their words mean nothing.
Their words stir the echoes in my mind. I remember fighting the sea sloat's compulsion with every fiber of my being, and I was losing. I remember Nocturnal appearing before me, offering to help me hide the heart away in a place that no one would ever...
Be ready for anything.
That was a bit of a warm-up.
The path ends here.
I remember this.
Jesus, what are you saying?
I'm saying I remember taking the heart through that portal. With every step along this path, my memory grew clearer. This portal, it leads to where I had my fateful meeting with Nocturnal. Nocturnal offered me a spell that would hide the heart from everyone. The sea slowed, Nocturnal, even from me. As soon as I hit it, I assume so. Some of the details still elude me. I remember entering the portal with the heart. My preparations included numerous wards of protection. They should allow me to resist even the magic of a Daedric prince, at least for a short amount of time. Step cautiously. I remember very little about what lies on the other side of this.
Recite the words of power! Recite the words of power! Recite the words of power!
I remember the words, but I don't know exactly what they mean. My friends, the heart of transparent law will soon be back in our hands. Heart, reveal yourself. Ganoro Berin.
Your chest, it's glowing.
Ijavil. Of course. I put the heart inside myself. It was the perfect hiding place.
Look, Mephala. The mortal hid the heart inside his own body. How clever.
Uh-oh. Mephala and Clavicus Vile. This could be bad.
But why did Nocturnal keep this from us? No matter. I'll take the crystal now, right, Master?
My wards! Shout! Protect me!
Impressive for a mortal. But the wards won't hold long against our
Tell me when to
power.
unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
struggling, mortal. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Fight, Ichesis! Just hold on!
Command me and I'll use the sword's power. Command me and I'll use the sword's power. Where do all these Daedra keep coming from? Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Never used to fight this much, till I met you.
Hold still, mortal, and I'll
Get back, you betcha!
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power. Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Val, promise me you'll lead me.
Don't even say it, Ichesis! Just keep fighting!
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
They're tearing me apart! Mafala, stop that! I've got him! Wait, what's the...
Nocturnal! How dare you interfere?
Get out of my realm, princess. You are no longer welcome. The heart belongs to me. We made a deal, didn't we, mortal?
Ichesis!
I did what I had to. I hid the heart, even from you. The only way to retrieve it is to kill me.
Very well. I accept those terms.
No!
We need to go, now! Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Right, Master! Damn it! Hang on! I'll get us out of here!
Dawnbreaker will protect us. I hope.
Meridia's vessel. You have no power here.
I'll show you power, you monster!
The sword of light. I'll take that.
My sword! I just fixed that!
The heart is mine, and soon the Crystal Tower will belong to me. I no longer need Mafala or Vile.
Hold on! I'm getting us out of here!
The right master.
Nocturnal killed him. We couldn't stop her.
No! That's not possible. This doesn't make any sense. What happened to the right master? I don't believe it. The right master, Ichesis, he's the best of us. Besides, I thought only he could reveal the heart. I knew he was remembering things, but I had no idea he was so desperate. To make a deal with a Daedric prince? even to foil the sea slode. That was just foolish. In retrospect, though, I might have done the same. Nocturnal betrayed the other princes? Actually, that's rather typical from what I've read. Without the heart, I'm not sure there is another way. With the heart of transparent law, Nocturnal can control the Crystal Tower. And with the Crystal Tower, she can... well, I'm not sure why she wants the tower. Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces, my friend.